And were you at the Globetrotters Iceland camp as well?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was good. So that was another. I got loads of different bodies and that, like different. Some guys from like say, like leg lock guys and lads with like flexible guards, and then big like heavy guys, and then judo guys and wrestlers and everything else. So I was teaching out in the BJJ Globetrotters camp, and then the open mats like literally go on for like 2 or 3 hours. And obviously, if you're a coach or a black belt, like you have just like a queue or a line of killers mad to roll with you one after another. So that was also good as well. That was a couple of months ago. That was probably maybe July, mid-July, I think it was, or late July. So that was great. And I
Nice.
obviously got to train with Gunny as well. With
Gunny
Gunny because like
Nelson.
he's a great grappler. So I got to do some good rounds with him and that as well. So yeah, no, it's all going to stand to me hopefully on the night.
Nice. And well, what's your? You say you were teaching for the Globetrotters camp. Are you pretty heavily involved with those guys?
Yeah, like they get me to like I meant to be coaching in Poland at the Zen camp in a few weeks' time. So
Hmm.
it's just I really enjoy like the jiu-jitsu lifestyle, as in just training, competing, traveling that, and I feel that Globetrotters like if you haven't been to a Trotters or Globetrotters camp, like you should definitely go. It's just a great vibe. There's no like no politics, no ego or anything like that. It's just training, and yeah, it's a good atmosphere and that. So I got involved with them because I know the lads out in Mulner, out in Iceland. Obviously, they have an affiliation to SBG and that, and that's how I kind of got in with Globetrotters. They gave me they kind of put me up free accommodation and everything else, and looked after me with a few different things. And in return, I had to
Nice.
coach, and that was a couple of years ago, and then I've kind of just been with them ever since. So I have a couple more camps to teach this year. All depending on the restrictions and everything. I have Poland in a couple of weeks at the Zen camp, and then I have Germany as well. They're doing one Heimburg in Germany, and hopefully a couple more if everything goes well.
That's really cool.
But yeah, it's cool, and you get to see parts of the world, kind of like traveling around the world, doing what you love. Do you know what I mean? So that's a bonus.
Yeah, I mean, I've not been on one yet, but I'm pretty keen to go on one. I was looking at it this year, and then COVID happened, but it turns out they're all going ahead anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe I should have signed up.
Yeah, so like some of them, a lot of them are going ahead, and then obviously it all depends on the countries and that with different restrictions and everything else. So so they've kind of booked me for a couple of them, and one or two of them haven't happened, but a few of them obviously have. So I suppose it's just week by week, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's great that they're being flexible about it. And to be honest, I like the
Yeah,
whole ethos of the organization. Like,
yeah,
the week free training and the mat surfing aspects. I
yeah.
really like I don't know, sort of the counter creonch. It's like the sort of free training everywhere kind of attitude. I love that.
Yeah, but even like at the camps themselves, you could have like 10 or maybe 10, 15, like say coaches, high level like black belts and that, and they're teaching seminars. Like the seminars could be like on anything. It could be leg locks, or it could be judo or wrestling, or it could be closed guard, gi, no gi, and everything else. But apart from that, like the coaches are like doing the open mat sessions, and like they're all on the open mat sessions, either like rolling, or they're kind of like just like showing techniques. And it's kind of, especially when you're a coach and you get to like show someone like your magic trick, and you get to see the look in their face, when you show them a new technique in a sense, that never gets old. So if I and it's great to train with people from different, like, different countries, and anywhere around the world and that, and just kind of meeting different people, and I suppose networking yourself and getting your name out there as a coach and as a competitor and everything else. So yeah, no, it's my whole experience with Globetrotters has been positive. Really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to doing a few more camps with them.
Awesome. Little advert for Globetrotters. Love it.
Yeah.
Um, did you try any of the traditional? I know they do the Icelandic wrestling. I don't know if they do the traditional wrestling at the other camps. Give that a try.
Yeah, Gleima.
Lima.
I think
Yeah.
they call it Gleima is the name of the Icelandic. I didn't, but I watched it, and it looks fairly tough. The reason I didn't get was, I didn't want to get like, I was actually meant to be competing a couple of weeks later. There was meant to be a show in Liverpool, and I was meant to have a match on it, and then like you're literally thrown in with like some big, huge Icelandic fellas that fucking throw you all around the place. Like you're kind of attached in a harness at your waist and that. I was like,
Yeah.
right, I'd rather watch it this time and maybe do it next year. See how it goes.
Yeah, give it a try sometime. The
Yeah.
folk style wrestlings are the folk wrestling styles are always odd and interesting, but I think it's quite cool. There's such a long heritage of these different styles.
Oh yeah, and in all different countries, like all different countries seem to have like some type of wrestling. Like even Ireland, there's what's it called? Irish collar and
Elbow.
collar and elbow. Yeah, collar and elbow wrestling or something. That's, I don't know how far that goes back, but like that seemed to be one of the things in Ireland as regard wrestling. That like, so I think all the countries kind of have their own kind of like a different kind of like style of wrestling, you know.
Yeah, well, I've been really into the Thousand Holds guy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah,
the guy who got the Gleamer involved at the Iceland.
that's right. Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
you know, fantastic stuff on folk style wrestling and just all around the world.
yeah. It's
Really.
interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.